why do we always go outside the city of Commerce City to have these events, these advances? We're going to Genesee, I guess, in August. We have the last one in Boulder, Colorado. Why are we giving these people our money when we could do it someplace locally and give a local business our business for the food and the space? And we have things to do with that. I'd just like to have a valid reason for not doing that. I don't understand why we can't do that. Why it has to be at some remote. I mean, if we're going to go to some remote location, let's go to San Francisco. But otherwise, let's go to Commerce City. That's just my opinion.
Okay, I can start to approach that, though my history doesn't go back far enough. Part of the challenge sometimes when it is local and everybody is there is it's very easy for people to, how do I put this, not be there. They have something more important. They're just going to go to lunch. They have to go run an errand at lunch. They're going to go do this. They're going to come back. So we found that when it's a little further out, people tend to stay till the end. And that's pretty much the reason. I mean, if we can get consensus from 9 people that say, you know what, I'll be there on time, and I'll stay through lunch, and I'll stay till the end, which even when we go away, we see that that's a problem. Not everybody's there when the meeting's finally over. You know, we could do it, and that's, you know, I mean, it's the old herding cats thing again. If you understand what I'm saying, Mr. Benson. And I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I've been to a few, and it just seems like people wind up coming in late, and then everybody has an errand to run at lunch, and so we don't start again till 2, and it just becomes a little more harder to manage.
Like I said, sometimes this happens even when we do have it at some sort of a remote location.
Yeah.
I would ask for a consensus of the council that we start having these things in Commerce City, because to go to Boulder, Colorado, this idea
like Boulder,
spend our city money to enhance the Boulder, Colorado economy. I just don't think that's right.
Yeah. I mean, what we're looking for now is that what we want to do or not? We're pretty much done with the one in July, because we've probably got contracts signed for that, I would think. But for the August one, Mr. Lewis.
I think going out of town works a heck of a lot better. It's worked well in the past, and I think it should be continued. It's exactly the way we're doing it.
Okay. Mr. Johnson.
I agree.
Mr. McElhenney.
I think there's merit in having those meetings outside of the city. We remove ourselves, we're focused. I think it's appropriate.
Okay. Ms. Snyder.
I agree.
Ms. Drotar.
I don't care.
Mr. Benson.
I certainly vote to have them in Commerce City.
Mr. Jacob.
No, the few times that we have had them in Commerce City turned out to be long, drawn-out days, very confusing, and having them, we used to have them in Vail or someplace farther out. We've moved them closer to the city, but it really does make a difference when you're not right next to the house and you can leave and go. I mean, it's been very aggravating in the past to have people come in and go out during different parts of the session. And then we're all trying to figure out, do they not care to hear what's going on? Do they have something to do? And then when we have had them out further from the city, it makes you stop and think, you're going there for the reason you're going there for the day. And I really think that it has helped. So I would just assume, we have cut significantly back on the retreats, number of days, and time involved to save money, and I think
Until we hire
Excuse me if it's stay on topic.
yeah, but, so I would consider to continue to have them. Genesee works well.
Mr. Benson?
I appreciate hearing these comments from everyone, because it's the first time that I've heard these comments, and if this is a consensus of the council, then we'll do it outside the city.
Thank you, sir. Mr. McIntyre? Oh, okay. You want to speak or not, folks? Yes? Okay.
I'm just going to add to my comment. If you look at retreats for leadership teams, whether it's in the public sector or the private sector, my primary experience is in the private sector, you don't have planning sessions of your executive team or the board at the office. You go somewhere that is remote, that is not your home turf, and you meet in that remote environment so that you're not distracted by the day-to-day and the norm. So I think we're not undertaking a practice that is atypical for a leadership team.
Mr. Lewis?
As far as council's concerned, it's a long day, no matter which way you look at it, but if you go in the city, it's probably a 10 or 11-hour day. When we can go out of the city and we can have it done in maybe 6. That's a heck of a difference on council's time.
Thank you. Hey, Mr. Gaylor, did you have anything for